everybody! Hello! This is Raina. It is our Rainiversary tomorrow, so I just wanted to give you guys a nice introduction. She's been with us for 1 year when we started the adoption process. It was a year ago, so she's a wonderful part of our lives, and I just wanted to share her cuteness with you. She is a rescue. So, okay, today I want to talk to you about ankle bracing, ankle splints. Oh, and Miko wants to come say happy holidays. Look, it's like a cute little Christmas card. Oh! Okay, so, let me get these guys out of the way. All right. Something that I've been meaning to talk to you about for a very long time, years now actually, but I have not gotten around to. Bracing for the ankles. Now, I've been wearing ankle braces for, I don't know, about 10 years now. Kind of on and off. I would wear them for a while, and then they wouldn't work very well, so then I would slack and I would stop wearing them, and they'd be uncomfortable, they would rub me weird, and so then I would stop wearing them. But about, let's see, I guess when I was a flight attendant or so, yeah, that's about when, I decided that it was time for me to start wearing them all the time. So I talked to my doctor, and he couldn't believe how much my ankles rolled, and instantly stuck me in some braces. And I wore those braces for, I don't know, like 5 years or so. They provided just gentle support, and I liked them. I thought that they were fine, and I thought that that was pretty much like the best I was going to get, and so I wore them out. I ended up, the elastic, eventually wears out on everything. I wore those things to the ground, so at the point when I couldn't salvage them, I ordered a new pair. But then I started wearing them and just noticing that they were not providing me the amount of support that I needed. I would wear them and I would still be able to roll my ankles. And not, some people I know, like, so you can pronate your ankle, like, out, out this way or in this way. Myself, my ankles roll inward. And they tend to just roll when I'm just sitting there. So they're really not that stable. And they give me a lot of problems. I don't know if you remember, a couple of years ago, I fell off of a ladder and got my ankle caught in one of the rungs as I fell down, and injured myself pretty good. When I did that, I definitely think I tore something. At the time, I didn't have insurance, and I didn't have enough money to get x-rays or anything, so I went to the foot doctor, and he just said, put it back in the brace that you've been wearing, and it's been giving me a lot more problems ever since then. So that pretty much messed my ankle up, and my right ankle has been really, really bad since then. The left one is not quite as bad, but they cause me pain. Driving, definitely really difficult, and it's just at the point now where if I'm going to be on my feet at all, I need them. But even when I'm just around the house, I've been wearing them now for a good year or so, because around the house, like, you go to turn to get something off of the counter, or walking from one room to the next, and you pivot weird on your foot, and there goes your ankle. So for me, it's really been a big help to have the ankle braces. What I want to go over, though, is like the different kind of ankle braces that are out there, and how I felt that they've helped me or hindered me or whatever. Here, go play. So, okay. start out, there's something that's like, you could do something really lightweight, like a compression stocking that kind of just keeps everything a little bit more stable. For somebody with EDS, they don't really work that well. I will use them sometimes like as a second layer of defense. Like if I'm going to be doing something where, like an activity where I need more support, then I'll wear this under my ankle brace. But so basically these guys just you have to be careful with compression stockings because you can also pull your fingers out, but they just kind of go on and give your ankle, I don't know, a little tiny bit of support. So that is kind of what I started out with years ago. And then I moved on up to something that was black, and it was kind of like that, but it had one strap around it, and it was a little bit more support. And that worked okay for a while, until it didn't. Then the brace that I had for a bunch of years, it was this brace. And let me just show you, because if your ankles are not that bad, it's not a bad brace. It's very typical for what like an orthopedic surgeon or an ortho or even a physical therapist office would give you. So the brand on this one is ASO. A is in apple, S is in Sam, O is in orange. And I liked it for a while. Again, I don't like it now at all. I don't find that it does enough to stabilize my ankle. But I'm going to show you how it works in case you're interested. You can order directly off of their website, and the people that work there are really helpful. You can call them and ask them any questions. So I got my insurance to pay for my first set. They wouldn't pay for a second set, so when I had to replace them, I replaced them out of my own pocket. That year, everybody for Christmas gave me money for ankle splints, so that was really awesome. So anyway, this guy kind of just slips on like a sock or a boot or something. And then you lace it up. And there's a big difference between the ones that you lace and the ones that are just Velcro or elastic. The lacing really does provide some extra stability for this type of a brace. My new braces don't have laces, but they're way better, so it's unnecessary. Please get off. So then this one has a big giant strap, and you wrap it around and bring it up, and then same thing on the opposite side. You take it, you wrap it around, over, under the foot, and up. So, Miko, come here. Come here. You guys have to lay down if you're going to be up here. Okay? So you've got an S-like shape weaving on both ways, so it kind of like hugs your ankle. And then as a third line of defense, so you've got the lacing, then the S around it, and then you've got Velcro around your ankle. So let's see if I can get this closer in the camera. It kind of looks like an ankle brace. This specific brace for me, I can still put my ankle like kind of like sideways still, even when I'm in it. So it doesn't provide me enough support. Like, I don't know if you can see that or not, but I can still roll my ankle a lot. And so I just was at the point where I was feeling like it wasn't giving me enough support, but I wasn't ready to go on to what I thought was the only other option, which was an AFO. And an AFO, I have some friends that have them, and they absolutely love them. They're large plastic, like hard plastic, and they inhibit motion, period. The problem that I am trying to avoid is atrophy. I want to use my ankle and the muscles and around it and ligaments and stuff as much as I can while I have them, but while they're supported. So I don't want to put a brace on that's going to basically make me lose all of my muscle because I'm not using it in my ankle, my foot, and everything. So to me, the AFOs weren't where I wanted to go quite yet. But I needed better ankle support. And I was actually starting to look into the AFOs, but they're expensive. They're like $1,000 to $2,000. So it definitely comes with a hefty price tag, and so I was still hesitant. Well, lo and behold, I went to the conference this past summer, 2012 EDNF Learning Conference. And while I was there, there was this really awesome company called Bauerfeind, and their U.S. outlet, their offices were there. They had a booth set up, and I checked out a bunch of their stuff, and I just thought that it was going to be kind of like overpriced stuff that was there, and I didn't know how good it would be. And I was so far from wrong. I found the best ankle braces that I've ever had and that I've ever seen, and I absolutely love them. I swear by them. I would be a spokesperson for them if I could. Heck, you guys at Bauerfeind, you can use me, use me and abuse me, and I will test out all of your products. Their customer service is phenomenal. I work with a guy named Jim, and Jim has been so kind, so compassionate, and he totally understands the EDS and the nature of the EDSer's body, what kinds of splints are work best for an EDSer. And I actually have his contact info for you, and I will put it on the blog. And also, so they're kind of like the durable medical equipment. They have it, but then you need to get it, and there needs to be a third party in the middle, kind of like when I got my ring splints. You need to have somebody that's going to bill your insurance, because Bauerfeind doesn't bill your insurance. So whereas most of the work when you get DME, durable medical equipment, you have to do it yourself, and you have to find this third party to do everything for you. Jim will hook you up. He will find out where you live, what companies are close by you, or even far away if they will just do stuff like over the phone, over the web. And he'll set you up with that third party, and they take care of everything. So in a matter of a week, I had my braces in hand when I was dealing with them. So Brian at XCL Medical Supplies, he was my third party. And Brian, you rock. Jim, you rock. I cannot talk more highly about these guys. They have been so phenomenal. And they've also helped me in bracing for other things. So anyway, let me show you these braces, and let me tell you why I love them. So kind of the same concept in the fact that you've got something that goes around your ankle, and then you've got these straps that kind of like S around and basically hug your ankle. But this is completely rigid, whereas the black ones are not. It is made out of this like hard plastic on the outside, and then this foamy stuff on the inside that after you wear it for a couple of weeks, it molds to your own foot shape. So it's kind of like customized, and like with your heat and your pressure, it actually ends up fitting your foot better than when you get it. And it already fits nice when you get it. The sizing is really great on them. And then what it does is stabilizes what you need to be stabilized, but it allows you to use the muscles in your foot and your ankle still, so you don't atrophy at all. So it's like the best of both worlds. You have this completely stabilizing brace, and you still get to use your muscles. There are some people out there, one of my good friends, this would not work for her. Her ankles are so bad that the AFO is pretty much her only option. And I'm so glad that there's something out there that works for her, and maybe one day I'll eventually need those. But for now, these rock my socks completely. So let me just show you how to put it on. So in the inside, there's a little foot. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. Anyway, it just is a little symbol to show you like which foot it goes on, because it's specific to each foot. This little nub that sticks up right here, see if you can see it, this nub, it goes under this part of your foot, and it kind of presses on it when you walk, and it makes you kick your foot up a little bit. It like, I don't know what it does. Anyway, it like makes you pick your feet up off of the floor when you're walking instead of just dragging them. So I really like that too. Jim did say you can cut that off if it bothers you and you don't like it, but I would give it a try. Like, it was weird for the first couple of weeks. But then I got used to it, and I actually really like it. So anyway, you just, let's see if I can back up. You would just put your foot into it. You slip your foot into it. It's like a, horseshoe shape or whatever. And this part goes a little bit toward the front of your foot. And this part goes, so like on the front of your ankle, in front of that bone, in front of the bone right here. So it goes a little bit in the front. And then this guy, a little bit in the back. Your bone right here, it goes, Miko, please move. It goes behind the bone a little bit. So if you're having trouble putting it on, it doesn't go directly on the sides. One goes a little bit more in the front, one goes a little bit more to the back. So then you take your top strap and you just wrap it all the way around, and just in one big thing, and wrap it all the way around. So it basically just secures it to your ankle. So then you take this piece right here and you do the big S, the big wrap around your foot, hug your foot. But then there's this buckle right here, and you basically just like buckle it into your strap. So you don't have to feed it in and out of this the clip part. You don't have to like feed the end of it through there every time. It just like buckles in. So you buckle it in, and then you just make sure that everything is like nice and snug and where you want it. And then this part comes up around here. And then you have this brace that, I don't know if I can show you, but my ankle cannot turn. It can't turn at all. There's like no movement in my ankle. It's like a normal person's ankle. So when I wore it, I didn't realize like how much movement I actually had in my ankles. It's crazy. Like, this is the best brace ever. It's the best brace ever. So in the winter, just wear socks with it. And then it's also a really narrow profile, a really low profile. So I still can fit it in some of my shoes. So I didn't have to get rid of like a ton of shoes. I did get rid of some shoes that it didn't fit in, but there are a lot of shoes that I am able to wear it in, and that's really, really nice. In the summer, what I do is I have either really thin socks, and I have the toe. Basically, I just cut the toe part of the sock off. So I'll just put the brace on, and then I can put on a flip-flop. And just have, so that this provides me like cushioning from the strap, so that you don't get like the straps rubbing on you and creating a like a raw spot or a rash or anything, and then you don't get like the sticky gross from the sweat in between the layers. So I always like to keep just a thin sock. If I'm going to be doing a lot of walking though, I may want a little bit more cushioning. These are the best socks for cushioning that I've found. I've tried many different kinds of socks. These are Gold Toe. They're that like silly expensive brand of socks that you have to buy. I don't know if I got them maybe at like Kohl's, I think. You can probably order them on Amazon. Anyway, they're Gold Toe, and I cut off the gold toe. And same thing, put the sock on again, and then put the brace on over it. They're just so cushiony and thick. And then you can still, you know, wear your flip-flops and still have the ankle brace protection. Yeah, it doesn't look that great. I've kind of given up on style over function and comfort anymore. These past few years, you know, it's come to the point where my being able to walk with stable ankles is more important than how cool it looks. But you can jazz it up. You can put some funky socks on underneath if you want. So then I just wanted to show you, when you have the ankle brace on, again, the profile is so low. I just want to show you that I can fit it into shoes. So I have, here, I'll put it on again so you can watch. I have a couple pairs of my shoes, so you can see there's some different styles. And not only do I have the ankle brace that goes in them, but I have to wear orthotics as well. So I have an orthotic and an ankle brace inside of shoes, which is crazy. So anyway, it's crazy that I can fit all of this in there. So I've got my orthotic in there. And I can wear them in these high tops, like Converse or Airwalk or any of those. I normally get my shoes like at thrift stores or whatever, but I think you can find these at Payless, these Airwalk brands. And I don't ever buy new Converse because I don't like purchasing anything from Converse because they're owned by Nike, and I don't like Nike. And but I do buy them used. So anyway, as you can see, I can fit my foot in this shoe, which is really crazy. And look, they're really cute too. They're like flowery. So there's that shoe that I can put my feet in. Here's like a low top, I don't know what you'd want to call it, like Vans type kind of a thing. So I can put it in like a Vans type shoe. This is crazy right here because I can put it in these adorable boots. I can put the orthotic in there and then put these in there and zip them up, and they fit in my boots too, which is crazy. And then I'll grab a pair of, like, if you have to work and you need fancier shoes. Like, here's some cute little loafers. Again, all of my shoes are flats. They have to be. My knees can't take anything other than flats. But so look, in these cute little flats, yeah, super cute. I can fit my orthotic, and I can still put my foot with my ankle brace in them. So, you know, you still have options. Now, are these great for your feet? No. You know, my doctor said if a shoe can bend like this, it's not providing enough stability. I do have some arthritis now in my big toe on my right foot. It's causing me terrible amounts of pain, and I may have to go to getting completely sturdy bottom shoes that don't bend at all. And when I decide to do that, then I will be left with less of a shoe collection than I have. But it's really nice because these braces, they're like, I can use them, and I wear them just laying on the couch. I'm used to them. They don't bother me. The one thing that I do want to tell you, though, so that you are forewarned, my feet killed me for the first 2 weeks that I wore them. I mean, I was putting ice on my feet at night. The bottom of your foot is resting all day on this hard piece of plastic. And it hurt. Like, no joke, it hurt. I didn't know how I was going to wear them. And then miraculously, like, it was maybe I was in my second week of wearing them. It just stopped hurting. And it was like they conformed to my foot. And now I don't even notice that there's something under my foot. Even though, I mean, it's kind of hard not. There's this big chunk of plastic under my foot. I don't even notice it anymore. So, I know it sounds really weird, but they're comfortable. I love them. I will rave and rave about them. They're fantastic. If you need ankle braces, these are the way to go. Bauerfein, and the info on the blog. And if you have any other questions, you can post them below, and I'll try to get back to you. But I'm a slacker, as you know. I have a lot going on. Okay, so I think that is all I have on ankle braces for you tonight.